Now, last time we were able to unlock the Falador chunk, which gets us much closer to our goal of completing Druidic Ritual, something we really want to achieve early on. But the only way to get to Falador currently is using teleports, and I've got a very limited supply of teleport runes. And the only way I can get lore runes in this chunk is from killing White Knights. Honestly, it's not going that well for me. This grind is actually quite difficult. The main reason being is my combat level is not that high, and the best food source I have is chickens. There's a chicken running around the bottom of the White Knight's castle, and there's a roast chicken spawn on the top of the shield shop. I bet you didn't know that. I mean, this chunk does get me access to other things. Obviously, it's got a shield shop. It's also got a mace shop, which sells an Addy mace, which is pretty cool. But I'm still going to be using the Mithril Scimitar for my grind because the attack speed on the Mithril Scimitar is much higher. So the DPS is higher. But the Addy mace does give quite a lot of melee attack bonus, and it gives you 3 prayer bonus, but you didn't know that. So yeah, this grind is not going super well. I stayed around the White Knight's castle trying to get as many Lorens as I could by killing, the lower level knights on the ground floor, and it still wasn't going super great. I did stick around for a bit, killing the chicken there, and then going to cook the chicken, to see what I could do, but after a while it became very evident that this wasn't really the way to go. This account's not necessarily about efficiency, it is in part, but there are kind of limits I'll draw, and this is definitely one of them. So I'm kind of at my wit's end here. Killing these knights is not easy. I go down to 3 health, and then if I die to them I can't get back to Falador. The only way is the lore runes to get to Falador, and I can't get lore runes in Lumbridge, so I'll just not be able to get any of the stuff that I've got here. So I'll have to start all over again, and I don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Lumbridge, and we're going to get up our cooking so that we're able to make the best in slot food, which currently is a baked potato with cheese, or if I want to come back sooner, a baked potato and butter. What we're going to do is teleport back to Lumbridge and then kill cows, get a cooking experience up, so that we can get a big inventory of potatoes and come back. Whilst doing that, we'll get our combat experience up on the cows. I don't think this is necessarily be the best way of doing it, but this is what we got. Hello, Mr. Genie. Hey, 32 cooking. I can get in the Cook's Guild if I ever get there. Right, 39 cooking, so now I can make a baked potato with butter. And to be honest, this grind isn't the most fun, and I really want to try and get as many Lorens as possible, so I'm going to try and go back to Falador with a full inventory of potatoes with butter, and then kill White Knights until I can't anymore to try and get as many lore runes as possible. Our lives are incredibly dependent on lore runes at the moment. The more lore runes we have, the more freely we can move around the map. The reason I quite like this style of play is because of these kind of difficulties. I don't like the idea that I can only unlock chunks near me, because we do get the opportunity to unlock teleports and minigame teleports and stuff. So I just have to play around the possibility that I can't get to those areas. Right, a full inventory of potatoes. I've spent quite a lot of time trying to do this. So let's go back. And honestly, it was not that much better. I really need to get my combat stats up, or I need to safe spot them. I've not been able to get any lore runes, and my inventory is completely depleted. So here's an interesting thing. I'm only a few tiles away from the mining guild, the surface level part, and in the mining guild are dwarves. And if I'm able to lure with my main a dwarf by splashing on him, and then run him over to me, I can actually kill the dwarf with Chunk Hunter, and then if he drops a bronze bar or a tin, then I can make bronze. Then I should be able to safe spot the White Knights, because I should be able to make a bronze crossbow. So that's the aim here, right? We're trying to kill the dwarves so that we can make a bronze crossbow. Bit of a long shot, but it's quite an interesting mechanic. I thought that we could do. Hello, Bobbert. Okay, so he dropped tin. I have to waste one of my lore runes picking it up, but I think it might be worth it if we can get more lore runes from the White Knights by safe spotting them with the 7,000 bolts that I've accrued. Alright, we've got tin now. Men drop copper, so I can just go and do this here. Ooh, copper on like my second kill or something. Really easy. Oh. And this is the part where it shows how stupid I am and why I should really check whether or not I can do things before trying to do them. I've wasted a couple of lore runes doing this, and I can't even make bronze limbs because I need to be 6 smithing to be able to do that. I don't know why I didn't check. I completely forgot that, you know, getting smithing levels was a thing to make stuff for some reason. I was just so excited that I could get a bronze bar. So that's incredibly frustrating. I'm really, really dumb. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a willow bow so that I can safe spot them with the iron arrows that I've got. See if we can get any more lore runes that way. I'm so dumb. Right, attempt number 4. We're going to safe spot the Ardy Knights using iron arrows and a willow bow. Let's do this. Oh yeah, this is so much better. I really need to get a crossbow because I've got this is going to be so much better. I've gotten to the point where I can't use my iron arrows anymore because I ran out of them before I killed the White Knight. So the ranging grind has come to an end, unfortunately. I have picked up some mithril arrows and addy arrows. I wasn't able to get any more lore runes or water runes. Killed a few more guards. Wasn't able to get any more lore runes, but got some nature runes, which is nice. But now I'm too low to really kill any more guards, so I'm going to go back to Lumbridge, and then I am going to... I think I'm going to complete my cooking grind to 47 so that I can make cheese potatoes, and then I am going to finish off the grind with fletching and woodcutting. Ta-da! And 47 cooking. So now I can make my best slot butter potatoes with cheese. So that's great. So I'm just going to finish this grind off with fletching. Just got the mime event, and now I can use the climb rope emote, which is good because I don't want the gear. 63 woodcutting. Right, so I am now 99.9% of the way to my next chunk. Only 235 experience more remaining, so I've got that in my inventory. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go talk to Hans, and then find out how long I've been doing this, and then teleport to Falador and spin the wheel once I get the total XP. So we were able to get a few levels through this, a couple of woodcutting levels and a couple of fletching levels. But I'm anticipating a few more fletching levels from future grinds, so that's okay. It's always one I can come back to. Where the fuck are you gone? So I spent 5 days, 12 hours, 15 minutes. So I'll calculate and have on screen how long it's been since my last chunk. And let's teleport. Thanks, Hans. You have to remember as well, I've only got 6 teleports to Falador as well at the moment, so I need to be very sparing with how often I can go to Falador. And we have come to the end of our grind. I'm currently in Falador because that's where I want to spin the wheel. So if we just quickly discuss the areas around us, so we can, if we're just talking about the northeast, southwest, we can get one step closer to our goal of completing Druidic Ritual, which is great. This would be an excellent tile to have. We can get access to killing dwarves. We might be able to complete a quest here as well. And we're only a couple of tiles away from completing that quest. West is pretty difficult. I mean, we can't get anywhere with West currently, but it might unlock this in the future if we can get 5 agility. That's pretty nice. East allows us access to the mining guild above ground, which is here actually. And there's dwarves there, which you've seen through this episode, that I can kill. But it'll make my life a lot easier, and theoretically I could start doing a smithing grind, which is really cool. It'll also maybe in the future give me access to the basement, which would be really great. good. But obviously I can't unlock that immediately. I would have to unlock that next. Then south, I get a chainmail shop, which is really good. And there's some wizards down here that drop really good runes. So that's a pretty okay tile. Obviously the one we're really hoping for here is north. If I do get dungeon here, technically there are 2 dungeons. I might flip a coin to see which one I get, but I get the mole hole dungeon. So I would just get access to the giant mole, which is really cool. Actually, it's a boss I've never killed before. The other one is this one, which is the Death's Office. And it does... I would automatically unlock it if it was just this, I think. But because it contains a tiny bit of this dungeon here as well, I think I might have to try and roll for it, spin it, toss a coin. So, yeah. So without further ado, let's get this last bit of XP. As we stated in the last episode, I'm going to get the last bit of XP while spinning the wheels to kind of prove that that's what I get. I'm also probably going to shut my eyes because it's been a long time coming. Okay, issue was I shut my eyes whilst doing that, but that's fine. Oh, fucking sick! Oh, I actually cannot believe it. That is some unbelievably good luck. Oh man, that is really satisfying because killing the White Knights for lore runes was absolutely tragic. Honestly, it was so tragic. They were absolutely killing me. Let's just look up the drop table for dwarves, which I think are around here. Look, I've unlocked new music track. That's awesome. Let's listen to it. Oh, I'm an idiot. Every single time I do this, I forget to put this down. So I know that thanks to a recent update with a Puro mini game, you can get the Puro crop circle here, which is cool. But I don't know if that will, if I'm allowed to do that with without Lost City completed. Obviously, we get this quest here to use the anvils, and if I can use the anvils here, I can kill the dwarves that are over here, which we'll go see in a second. Go and smelt some ore, then go and get this. So I think this is going to be a really good grind for the next one. So that'll be fun if I'm able to complete Doric's quest. There's a guard there. Cool. There is a bear around here somewhere. Know that. Actually, it might be further north. I might not be able to get to it. And look, dwarves. They're just there, and so they can definitely come to this. There you go. Oh, I'm gonna kill one now. This is definitely a grind I can do because I can kill these dwarves and take their bits further on. What do I get? Okay, well that's not very promising. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure I'm just being punished for my hubris. But yeah, this is a great chunk. This is exactly what I wanted. So I've just looked it up, and the dwarf drop table, they don't drop lore runes, but they do drop nature and chaos runes, which is pretty good. And pretty frequently as well. 32, 1 in 32 is pretty good. Oh, there's the bear. I can see it. Yeah. So I can definitely get the bear bit meat from for Druidic Ritual. That's really good. So let me just quickly change the XP requirements. Back to 0. And 300k XP to go. I thought I'd just show you what we've unlocked so far then. So we've unlocked these 3 chunks here, of which I can only get into this tiny bit of this chunk. And we've unlocked these 2 chunks here. So this is the White Knight's Castle and Falador and the Furnace, and I've got the house now, which is really good. And also this entire area up here. Look at that. Excellent. So I've just looked it up, and I technically can complete Doric's quest because I just need some copper ores, iron ores. The issue is the last bit I have to get is clay. Now the only thing I have access to that drops clay, because I haven't got clay rock, is imps. And I looked on the map, and apparently there are imps around this area, but I've just hopped through literally every single world. And the imps are only ever on this side of the wall, so I can't get them. So To complete Doric's quest, which I want to do for this chunk, I have to go back to Lumbridge to kill imps. It's a 1 in 32 drop from imps, and I have to get 6 of them. So that's going to take a while. But whilst I'm in Lumbridge, I'll get as much fletching and woodcutting experience as possible to get me closer to that 1600 mark, so that when I do come back to Falador, I'm nearly there. So it won't be that long until I get the next chunk. Because remember, I only have 5 more casts of Falador teleport. I can't really realistically kill the White Knights until I unlock the anvil, because then I can make arrows and I can safe spot them. I've just had a thought actually. If I am able to kill some dwarves before I go to Lumbridge and get tin and copper ore, I might be able to get my smithing up so that I can make a bronze crossbow. Then I can use all my crossbow bolts for the next grind of killing imps. I think that's a really good idea. I'm going to go and massacre some dwarves, I think, and then hopefully I'm able to get my smithing up. Okay, so I've just done the maths on this. To get my smithing to level 6, I have to smelt 55 bronze bars using tin and copper from killing dwarves. And then I have to take the 13 that's in my inventory, smith those, and then stop right before the end, because then that'll be enough my bronze bar. And then I'll be able to make a bronze crossbow in Lumbridge using the rusty anvil. As you can see, I've reset my dwarf kill counts. I had only killed 7, but that was the experimenting I was doing over there. So it's now back to 0, so we can see how I get on the drop rate. I found that one of the dwarves respawns right on the cusp of my boundary, so I can hit him and then lure him in. That's my current plan to get these bronze bars. Okay, well, that's fucking annoying. Why do I go to the why do I go to the south? That doesn't make any sense. Does it do it every time? Okay, so it doesn't do it every time. But I obviously unlocked the stupid dwarf theme now. The stupid drunken dwarf spawned on my dwarf spot, so it pushed him over there when he spawned, because they spawned in the same tick. That was insane. Unbelievable. Now I can't get him. No, come back. My dwarf got pushed out by a different dwarf. Hey! That's actually the first copper of the grind. And those are the first nature runes of the grind. Excellent. So we just completed our first inventory of copper and tin from the dwarves. Let's have a look at how many we killed. So I killed a couple of guards whilst I was around here. So I killed 177 dwarves. And they got... Yeah, I was quite lucky to get 6 tin and 6 copper, honestly. I was worried that I would get kind of a weird 12 tin kind of vibe. I did get 5 iron, and I tried to hand in 2 for Doric's quest because I started that. But unfortunately you have to hand it all in at once. You can't hand them in piecemeal, which is kind of irritating, so I had to just drop all the iron. Which is... it is what it is. And also I hit the rare drop table. So I got a 1 in, I think, 500. 1 in 520 emerald, so I've chiseled that. But yeah, the other cool thing is 14 nature runes, 14 chaos runes. I mean, it's really good for rune stacks for that. It's really good. So let's cook these bad boys and then drop them, I suppose. This is where we're starting on for smithing XP. 37. A nice little 54 hit points. Another invent of tin and copper done. So let's smelt these. I'll show you the levels I got whilst doing it. So I got some attack levels, obviously hit points, and I'll show you the loot as well. Here you can see nearly 1100, really good stack of natures going here. No smithing level, annoying. So we've just completed our next inventory. I'm going to show you the loot from said dwarves. This is about 150. Obviously our inventory is now filled up because of this mine run of event you just saw. Not mine, maze. And these 2. So I'm gonna cook these and then go and cut these and sell these. I think I'm gonna drop the feathers, but I think I'm gonna keep the iron arrows because that's quite a lot, and I can safe spot the white knights with that. So let's cook these bars. Oh, we might get a level here. Yeah, we'll definitely get a level here. Level 3. Excellent. I'm also thinking that the first the first goal of the account is to... Let's just close this, sorry. The first goal of the account is to complete Druidic Ritual, which is why I've been keeping hold of these. However, I realised that as soon as I complete Druidic Ritual, or to complete Druidic Ritual, I'll have had to unlocked this chunk, right? Because obviously the Cauldron of Thunder is here. Thunder. But if I get access to this chunk, the Chaos Druids are here as well, so I don't even need to keep lots of these. So I might just drop these and give myself more inventory space, and then I should have 4 more inventory space for bronze bars when I go back to Lumbridge to smelt them, which will provide more XP, so I don't have to kill as many dwarves. So I think that's probably quite a good idea, because I think as soon as I unlock Herblore, I wanted to do a Chaos Druid killing grind, so that I could get my Herblore up. So I might just drop these. Keep my Renars probably, I think that's the only one I want to keep. So might as well drop these now, if I'm going to drop them anyway. So let's drop these on the floor. Drop it. 93k. I've got my, if you're wondering, I've got my main underneath ready to pick it up. But yeah, look how clean this inventory is now. It's not been this clean since we started this whole thing. I know that I should have probably done this earlier if I'd thought about it, because obviously it makes the wood cutting and fletching grind much easier, that kind of stuff, but honestly it doesn't really matter too much. The difference is negligible considering the XP rates. Just finishing up another invent here. Clearly you can see I've got more copper than tin this time as well, so that's kind of been a theme throughout this grind. Same drop rate though, so don't know what's going on there. As you can see, we've killed 1600, nearly 1700 dwarves. This is probably the second last invent, and then I just need one more, and then we can teleport back to Lumbridge. You can see I'm over halfway to my next chunk, and I'm nearly to 60 strength. It's pretty cool. And with that bar, we got 328 smithing XP, so now we are able to get a full inventory of bronze bars, teleport back to Lumbridge with our inventory, and then smith them on the rusted anvil, so that we can get to 6 smithing, so that we can make a bronze crossbow. Nice. This is quite a long grind, so quite happy to see it gone. So I've now got a full inventory of bronze bars, so I can teleport back to Lumbridge. I just want to show off my stats before I do so. So 52 attack, 60 strength, which is pretty great, and then 1 level off of 2 levels off. But a really good stack of chaos runes, which I'm quite proud of. Really good stack of nature runes. Yeah, I've been in Falador a while. We're going to quickly smith these bars. On the 15th one, we're going to make that into a bronze crossbow struts. And we should get to 6 smithing from this. I can do bolts. Excellent. Limbs. Not struts, limbs. Right, the reason we're doing this, by the way, that's 5 smithing. Scimitars, arrowheads. Sorry, the reason we're doing this, by the way, is that we can kill imps from far away, and we can also range the white knights with our stack of bronze bolts, which is huge. We killed a bunch of white knights with only like 200 iron arrows, which we now have like 500 iron arrows. But imagine how many white knights we can kill with 7,000 bronze bolts. And there you go, 6 smithing. So now I can make my thing quickly before it despawns. I'm glad I calculated that perfectly. I would have been so absolutely tragically sad had that not worked, and I'm even going to be more sad if I don't do this properly. There you go. So now we are 1 step away. Right, we got 2 slabs of beef just in case we burn one, and it's apparently the birthday event here, which is interesting. I wonder if I'll be able to do this. It's in Lumbridge, and I unlocked a couple of tiles around here, so I might be able to complete it. But priorities. Let's go to the cooking range. And finally we can make a crossbow. Look at that. That's awesome. To go along with this crossbow, I'm going to make a willow shield. I can't get a maple shield here, so I'm going to go quickly do that. So what I'll do whilst I'm in Lumbridge is I'll kill a bunch of chickens so that we can put the stack into that and efficiently use our inventory. we're going to kill as many imps as is possible before we have to go back to Falador for the next chunk unlock. I need the Willow Shield. And then we want to kill the imps so that we can get as much clay as possible. That's the goal. This is my best in slot ranged at the moment. What high combat level? I'm level 67. That's not even terrible. This is my best in slot ranged. It's insane. Does this even give me ranged XP? No, it's just defense bonus. Alright. Fat Zero. Yeah, this is kind of why I wanted the bolts, so that I can chase them around. But again, at the same time, I don't do any damage. Another goal for this grind, by the way, is to get up to 40 range so that I can use... No way! That is very lucky. On the first kill, that's insane. On the second, let me show you. These are the imps from before when I was trying to get the pot of flour. Well, I don't know where it's gone now. But yeah, it's a 1 in 32. That was really lucky. Sorry, anyway. One of the goals early for this count is to get 40 ranged so that I can use U-bows. And I have, I think, a fletching level to make, or nearly the fletching level to make U-bows. Short bow, 65. Yeah, I'm nearly there. So the next couple of grinds wouldn't be too bad to do that. This is insane. I just got, this is the second one. This is the second one you just saw me start killing. Look, it's 2 clay. It's like 1 in 32. I'm just going to double check. Yeah, 1 in 32 chance of that happening. So, well, of us getting clay at least. That's insane. I'm going to go so dry in a minute. Just noticed I'm 2/3 of the way there. 100k XP remaining. Hopefully I'm able to get the clay before I have to go back to Falador. Hey, that's the 3rd clay. We're actually well above drop rate, which is concerning because we're halfway there. So let's see how quickly we can get the other 3. Killing imps, and another imp comes along. Look at that. Yes, please. And that is some agility XP right there. Bosh. Oh, so close. One more genie or tome. It didn't take too long at all. I mean, this is the last genie we need to get 2 agility. Look at that. Leveling an entire level just using genies and tomes. Just one more play to go. And 17 fishing without ever fishing. Nice. Hey, and that's the last clay. So I can show you how many it took to kill. 233. So that's quite a lot. What I can do now is go kill some chickens so I can use these in unfinished bolts. Okay, so as you can see, I've cleared up my inventory, and there's a happy birthday event which actually is in Lumbridge. I'm not sure how much of it I can actually complete, so I'm going to give it a go and get as far as I can. Oh, looks like this is out of my chunk. Look, it's all dark. Oh, he just told me I need to go to Alcarid, and I obviously can't do that. Ugh, unlucky. Yeah, I can't complete this at all then. Oh well. Okay, so my original option I'm not going to do, which was going back to Falador now, and then completing Doric's quest by killing all the dwarves and waiting until I get enough copper and iron. But the issue with that is I've got nearly 90,000 experience, almost exactly 90,000 experience to go, and if I do that, I won't be able to know from hands how long it takes to go and complete that, essentially. I would have to waste the lore room getting back to Lumbridge and then teleporting back to Falador just to find out how long I've been at the grind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick around here doing fletching for as much as possible, woodcutting and fletching, because I still need to get to 65 fletching to make short bows, which will be my best in slot for a while. Getting to 65 fletching will take like 270,000 experience, so I mean I'll be well into the next chunk by the time I do it. So I'm just going to get as much fletching experience whilst I'm here, and then teleport to Falador, and then we can work out what we're doing for the next grind depending on what truck we unlock. I know that my inventory is quite busy, and theoretically I should have got these later, but I didn't know how dry I would go for the imps, so I didn't want to risk having to unlock the chunk here and then having to teleport back. And I could theoretically get rid of the fire runes, but again, a similar thing, right? I want to have the fire runes just in case I unlock Varrock teleport, and I can get there immediately. 58 fletching. Emerald tip and mithril bolts. Actually, that's pretty good. So shout out to Chunksy here, who is another Chunk Locked hardcore Ironman, but he's got the entire map available to him. It's just completely random, the entire map. So I imagine he's going to have quite a few chunks he's not going to be able to unlock immediately and get to. But, you know, good luck to him. Obviously, that's quite a hard challenge. And 59 fletching. Not too bad. Myth grapples. Interesting. That's probably the last level we're going to get before the end of this grind. Right, so we are at the point where we can teleport to Falador and it won't give us the new level. So let's find out how long we've been at this current grind. My buddy Hans is just about to walk past here. So we've been on this account for 6 days, 17 hours, and 37 minutes. So I'll have on screen how long it's actually taken to complete this grind. And then we'll teleport to Falador. As you can see, these are the levels I've kind of attained. So 60 attack, kind of happy with that. And then getting up my... 60 strength, I'm quite happy with that. Getting up my attack now. Ranged, we're nearly at U, but I can't make U bows yet, so that's still in the pipeline. We're 2 levels on my prayer until we get the 3 overheads. So we've currently got 2, which is not too bad. Yep, able to teleport to Falador. And I think that's basically it. Obviously, I've gotten my woodcutting and fletching up a bit. And in my inventory, you can see that I've got a really nice stack of mind and air runes. Still got a really good stack of bronze arrows, bronze bolts, and iron arrows. And my lore rune stack is getting quite low. I've got the clay from killing the imps, which I'll show you again. It's goblins. There you go. Got the clay from killing the imps, which was very, very tedious. They jump around a lot and it was very annoying. But we are now in a position to teleport back to Falador, so that we might complete Doric's quest after unlocking the new chunk. So, let's do that now. We need to get our lore runes back up. That's kind of a priority. Oh yeah, really close now. 57 experience. Right, so I think best thing to do is go to the chunk we want to go to, and then, I don't know, maybe kill a dwarf to... maybe kill a dwarf. They are much slower than... So I was thinking about the next grind. Oak trees for cutting down and fletching is not necessarily a bad shout, but it is much slower than willows, and there aren't any willows here. The closest willows to this area would be here, which is why I've kept a willow seed, because theoretically I can make my own willow tree here. I would need 30 farming though, and that would require me to farm the ground on that tree patch nearly 4,000 times, which is possible, just a bit miserable. And there we go, there's the completeness. So we're gonna spin the wheel now. Again, I was probably supposed to set up the wheel before, but let's just spin the wheel now. I'll do this all in one segment. So sorry for the sound coming up just at the end. Okay, so we've unlocked the Castle Wars chunk. So that's definitely a new one. So that's not near here. That doesn't really help us with our goal. Where is Castle Wars again? It's here, right? Castle Wars. Yeah. So let's unlock this. So this is what we've unlocked. So we've, again, I think I've mentioned this before. This one doesn't really unlock us anything, but it does unlock us some trees. I'll go on my main to see what's over there and do a bit of exploring. I don't want to do it on my... The spawn has changed. No, it hasn't. I don't want to do it on this one because I'm running out of lore runes, so I kind of wanted to wait and get all my lore runes back from White Knights before doing that. So let's quickly change the XP. Set up XP. Set current XP. And set XP value to, this would be 190. Save. Right, so back to 0. So I'm gonna go explore with my main and see what I can find. I keep forgetting to put down the spinning wheel. Sorry. So yeah. So this is what I've unlocked so far. As you can see, I've got these 3 chunks here. I can only get into a very small portion of this chunk, so it's more like these two chunks. These two chunks here, but again, I need lore runes, and the only way for me to get them really at the moment would be to kill white knights. And I've got this castle walls chunk, which I've just unlocked. Not too bad. Okay, so I just looked at the area around castle walls on my main, and it does have some willow trees. It does really have not much else. The only other thing it does have is access to killing ogres, because you can lure them over here and actually pick up the stuff from here. But ogres drop table is pretty poor. The best thing they drop on is big bones, and you can theoretically get a lot of seeds from them. So if I wanted to get my farming up a bit better, I could do that, but then I would still have the problem of getting back to Falador. So honestly, I think the plan here is kill dwarves with ranged until I am full on inventory space from trying to complete Doric's quest. So we need 2 iron ores and 4 copper. Then we're going to hand that in, and then we're going to continue killing dwarves until I am level 15 smithing using the furnace, as you can see here, the furnace, and if I don't need that because they drop bars pretty regularly, I can just go straight to the anvil and then smithing there. And then I'm going to do that until 15 smithing, because then I can do iron, and then I'm going to go and kill white knights at the top of the white knight's castle. This is so that I can get a better stack of lore runes, so I feel a bit more comfortable traveling around the map. So, as you can see here, I'll be going up here and safe spotting white knights using my bow and arrows, and also my crossbow and bolts. The reason I want to do that is because white knights drop iron bars, and I don't want to be able to. I don't want to have to waste them dropping iron bars. So, we're just going to kill some dwarves. As you can see here, let me just show you. We're on 2,227 dwarf kills. We probably need about 300-400 to get the Doric's quest done, so that'll just take a few hours, and then I'll continue killing dwarves using the anvil. So once we get a big stack of lore runes, I'll feel a bit more comfortable, traveling around the map and actually exploring areas a bit better. And then I'll discuss what the rest of the grind will be. Right, that's 2 iron, just 4 copper left. So I found out you can't buy a knife in the general store in Falador, so I've got no way of fletching a shield unless I go back to Lumbridge and picking up a knife. That is somewhat ridiculous, honestly. Okay, whatever. Okay, brilliant. So that was the last copper ore. As you can see, I'm juggling a couple of bits and bobs, so I want to run complete Doric's quest this exact second. On the way, I'll show you how many it took to kill. So it took a couple hundred. It didn't take too long. So let's complete Doric's quest now, and then run back and grab my stuff. Hopefully it doesn't despawn. I've also increased the draw distance, as you can see. Much better. Entirely Chunky for helping me out on that one. Right, come on, Doric. I have everything you need. Bosh! That is 10 mining without having to mine a single thing apart from Tutorial Island. Quickly running. So that's now 2 quests I've finished on this Chunk Locked Ultimate Ironman. So I've only got, 6 chunks unlocked? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 quests finished. Pretty good. Ooh. Okay, made it in time. Righto. So the plan is to kill dwarves and get bronze bars, and then smith them on Doric's anvil. And if I get an inventory of tin and copper, I can smelt them and then go smith them on Doric's anvil. Getting 15 smithing, that's the aim. As you can see, I'm trying to store all my emerald bolt tips, so any emeralds I get I can now cut into emerald bolt tips, because when I'm not sure how worth it is, and probably might sell them before this point. When I get Druidic Ritual, so 1-2 chunks, then the Tavoli Dungeon, I'll get Chaos Druids. Get Chaos Druids, that means I've got access to Mithril bolts, so this actually then becomes useful. Alright, so this is the first inventory. I'm going to go use Doric's anvils, that now I've completed the quest I can use. Is there anything special about Doric's anvils? No, Doric is just a selfish dwarf. So that's get the first inventory done. 3 XP off the level. Unlucky. Right, so here we are going to get the final level for our smithing grind. That took quite a while, honestly. I can't get back to hands to find out, but it did take a while. So 15 smithing, now we can make smelt iron ore and make iron daggers. So it'll make the White Knight's grind a bit more useful, honestly. But as you can see, it required me to get 133, combination of bronze bars, tin ore, and copper ore. I've killed total nearly 4,000 dwarves. I think I was on like 2,000 before the start of this grind, so yeah, nearly 2,000 dwarves. And yeah, as you can see, I mean, I've got a really good stack of nature and chaos runes, which are now in my inventory. And what we'll be doing is, obviously we've got some inventory space to clean up, so I'll be killing the chicken at the bottom of the stairs in Falador, because that's the only chicken in Falador, and then getting its feathers, fletching these, and then we're going to be using the iron arrows, so 478 iron arrows, and the, like 9,000 bronze bolts to kill White Knights. I'm going to try and use up all of these arrows, and then I'm going to collect the iron bars that they drop, because they occasionally drop, and pretty frequently, honestly, drop 2 iron bars at a time, and sometimes 1 iron bar. We're going to go do some smithing training with that to try and get that up. And then we're going to get... Of course, I didn't get any feathers in the first drop. So we are then going to get our smithing up, and then we're going to make iron arrows, and then iron bolts, and then an iron crossbow when we can. So that's kind of the goal at the moment. If you want to see my levels, by the way... Oh, there's a chicken. If you want to see my levels, by the way, I got 60 strength on this grind. Nearly 60 attack, so that's really good. And I'm only... 308 XP. There you go. 308 XP off of getting the 3 overhead prayers, 1 away. So that's 100 chicken kills. That's not too bad. No, I'll definitely do this on this grind. So and that, my friends, is 43 prayer. So now I can use protect. Well, prayer tutor, but I can use protect from melee. So now I've got the 3 overheads. Ooh, melee. That's pretty good. And that's just from bones, just from normal bones. I've not buried a single other kind of bone or gotten any other kind of prayer XP. I've buried 12,585 bones to get this level. That's quite a lot. That is quite a lot of bones. Shout out to Zach C, who said that the chunk lifestyle was a fun way to play. You've got a fun way to play, Zach C. Right, so that didn't take too long. I've now got my full stack of bronze bolts. So that's our first White Knight kill. I just wanted to show you here on the loot tracker how many we've killed before. So we've killed 98 before, or 97 before. That was our first kill, and we're going to be trying to kill them all whilst at 54%. So we'll see how many we kill close to 100%. I'm very much trying to get a herb for you, my friend. I really am trying my best. And with this ranging level, we should be able to use, green d'hide armor and yew bows. So if I get the fletching level up to make a yew bow, I'll definitely upgrade for my willow bow. Hey, look, a genie. Get that onto agility. And this is the first genie lamp after I got 2 agility, so this should be slightly higher than, 20 experience. That's not too bad. Here's a pretty big milestone for the account. 50 ranged. We are doing pretty well, actually. We're 86% of the way there. I can wield magic bows now if I ever get one. As you can see, we're kind of nearly finished through. We've still got quite a big stack of bolts left. We've only killed about 3,000 of them. But we've had the most amount of lore runes ever on this account, so above 10, or the big 10. I'm hoping to get... It's probably about 150 more kills of White Knights. I'm hoping to get at least 1 more lore rune drop before the end of this grind. But the other thing that's pretty impressive is the big stack of mithril arrows that we're getting through this grind. So 162, pretty nuts. Actually, I forgot to show you before, but my combat level is now 70. It's actually quite high, considering I've not killed anything that doesn't drop normal bones, and I've killed mostly yeah, dwarves, men, women, goblins, and white knights. I think that's the vast majority of my kills. As you can see, we've got a pretty good stack of nature runes here. I didn't know what to do with the blood runes because I don't really need them for anything. I might just sell them, but they've got the same drop rate as the lore runes, and I've gotten this 5 times and this like twice, so that's kind of annoying. I don't really get many herbs here, but I can only pick up the Rantar ones because they're the ones we're stacking. And yeah, that's about it really. We're at White Knight kill 400. It's a pretty good milestone. So we've killed probably about, what, like 300 of them. It's not too bad. Another mystery box, so let's see what we get inside. God damn it. Right, so as you can see, I am 99.9% way to the next chunk. Only 200 XP left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport back to Lumbridge and talk to Hans, see how long this grind has taken, and then teleport back to Falador, and then get the XP and spin the wheel. As you can see from this grind, we've gotten through quite a few of our bronze bolts, probably about half of them, which is pretty good. And we got 16 lore runes, so the most amount of lore runes we've ever had on the account, which is excellent. We've also increased our stack of emerald bolts, our water runes, our mind runes, and our nature runes, and a bit of chaos runes as well. We've also got this nice stack of mithril arrows and addy arrows. I can't really use the addy arrows yet, but I can use the mithril one, so I'm going to kind of work on that. And a couple of iron bars. So let me just show you the levels whilst I'm here. So you can see I've gotten 60 strength through this grind. I've got nearly 60 attack, so I'm like a few XP off of 59. 59 HP, which is pretty good, and 52 range. So my attack level has gotten really high actually. As you can see, it's nearly 71. And from this grind I've also gotten 16 smithing, so actually from spinning the wheel, because I was planning on making these iron bars, I should get the next smithing level, which is hilarious. I've now got a really decent stack of lore runes. I feel much more comfortable teleporting back to Lumbridge and Falador, because obviously like the fewer we have, the less we can do that. So let's get that show on the road. I'm going to home teleport to Lumbridge. Is this everything I can do here? I think so. And I can definitely teleport back. Yes. Okay. Righto. So back in Lumbridge. I haven't been here in quite a while. I think this grind has been really, really long because each White Knight kill, I don't know, like a minute each. It was not the fastest. It got faster as my ranging level got up, obviously. So let's talk to Hans. So I've now spent 8 days, 6 hours, and 54 minutes on this account. I'll have on screen here how long it's actually taken me in real terms. So that's quite a lot of time, honestly. That grind was quite long. And I'll show you, obviously, we started at just under 90 kill count on the, just under 100 kill count, sorry, on the White Knights, and now we've killed 534. So that's quite a lot of knights we killed, but definitely worth it. We got some really good lore rune drops, as you can see. We've got some good nature rune drops. Blood runes, which I'm not sure what to do with. I think I might just sell them, honestly, because I don't really need them and it's just taking up inventory space. But yeah, let's teleport back to Falador now that we've seen the time. I only need 16 XP to get to the next level. So let's quickly discuss the areas I want to unlock. So as you can see here, all the areas in purple are the ones that I'm able to unlock through traveling to those areas or cardinal directions from areas I've already unlocked. And obviously the kind of biggest one I want to unlock is west of here, which is why I'm rolling here, because the cardinal directions are much more prominent on the wheel. But there are quite a few bits around that'd be really good. Berthorpe would be really good as well. Fishing Trawl would be really good. As you remember, we've unlocked Castle Wars, which we've yet to go to because I wasn't comfortable with the stack of lore runes we've had. So we've got these 3 chunks here, these 2 chunks here, and this chunk here. So let's spin the wheel and get the level. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to spin the wheel, and then we're going to get the next level. Level achieved. XP achieved. So where did we get on the wheel? East. Northeast. Oh, okay, so my entire grind of killing dwarves here has been relatively painful. So let's just shift click here. So we are obviously the dwarves spawned right on this this tile here, and we could stand here and pull it over as you saw. But now I don't have to necessarily do that. I still have no way to get to the dwarven mine. But yeah, I don't think there's actually anything over here, so I don't really unlock too much. I mean, I'm one tile closer to the barbarian village, which is nice. So let's quickly change the XP. Am I dumb? I am dumb. That's what's happening there. Every single fucking time I forget to do the goddamn wheel. But yeah, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And other than the fact that I don't know how else to end the episode, I suppose throw a subscribe and like on there. But yeah, thank you very much.